Welcome to another episode of Repair Talk. My name is Jonathan. Today we're working on the X Power 2 or the X Charge. Different carriers give it different names, same exact phone. We will be replacing that screen today with frame, so watch along and let's learn how to do this. On this procedure, you're going to need a Phillips driver, plastic pry tools. I use a guitar pick, tweezers. I do recommend an iSesamo tool for the battery removal. Razor blade, only at your own risk to remove the plastic housing off the back of the phone. Now, like I said, with the tools required, this is the only time you need the razor blade. You gently put it in on the edge, kind of lift it up, get a little separation there. Then we're going to stick our guitar pick in there and work our way around. I do use my fingernails here. It is very painful. This is not an easy back to remove. It does sound like you're breaking it every time you pull, each tab. Most of the time, I can say you're good. Just keep working on it. It'll come off. Once you have that back off, you will see there are 11 screws that you need to remove. I thought there might have been some under this white sticker. There are not. Don't even worry about it. Once you get those 11 screws out, then you can remove this subframe and actually expose the board. Now, before you actually try to remove this subframe, do not forget the SIM/SD tray. It can cause a lot of damage. You want to avoid that. There is a little separation between the subframe and the front frame, and you just gently stick in the guitar pick or a fingernail and go all the way around, and it will just pop free. Once the subframe is removed, you can unplug the battery and the LCD, and then you will have to watch out for 3 tabs. You'll have to maneuver the board around those to lift them up, and you will have to pry that front camera up from its housing. Now you can grab the board at the bottom and give it a slight bend, just enough to clear the bottom tab. Once that tab is cleared, then you can rotate the board in a counterclockwise manner to clear the 2 tabs at the top, and that board just comes right out. Once you have the board free, just set it to the side. I use a pair of flat tip tweezers. Mine are custom dremeled after use of about 3 years. They make this job very, very easy. This might not be as easy for you, but you just gently go up under all the parts and pry it out. Unfortunately, LG does make cheap ear speakers. Make sure your tweezers go completely under the speaker before trying to lift and remove it. As with the speaker, make sure you are delicate with the power volume flex and the loudspeaker flex. So you should have 3 rubber guards, an ear speaker, a vibrator motor, a power volume flex, a loudspeaker flex, and the LED diffuser for the front-facing camera flash. Since I don't want to get any dust or debris on the adhesive for the loudspeaker flex, I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the new screen. Then we're going to go ahead and move everything to the new screen. Don't forget the LED diffuser for the front-facing camera flash. You do not want to have to put that subframe down, 11 screws in, flip it over, just to pull it all apart again and do it again. I do use a heat gun. I didn't mention it in the beginning because it is not necessary. I did mention the Isessimo tool because it is extremely flexible and extremely strong, and it makes this battery removal a little bit safer for the actual battery extraction. As you pry going down each side of the battery, you will hear a pop as it completely clears from the adhesive. And of course, going back to correct a wrong I made by forgetting the LED diffuser for the front-facing camera flash. Then we'll go ahead and put that board in just like before, but in reverse. We're going to do it clockwise, locking the two tabs at the top and then the bottom one, then plugging in the LCD and then the battery. Once the board is in place, you can replace the subframe and drop the 11 screws and put the back housing down. It is just as difficult to put down as it was to remove. You need to put enough pressure as to push it down, but not enough to break the screen. Also, don't forget the SD and SIM tray. The customer would be very upset not to have that. As long as you follow my steps correctly, you should have a wonderful looking product. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comment box below. If you like the video, subscribe. There will be more in the future.